Hello and welcome to the CRO Podcast with your hosts, myself, Courtney, and Will.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. We're co-founders of the CRO agency and manage the CRO network.
Yes, and today we're going to be reviewing the online journey of popular brands within the hair loss industry. So we're going to be looking at two key brands, that is Hims, and we're going to be looking at the search versus paid media journeys, and the same again for Voi, which was previously manual. And a couple of retail brands if we do have time, but we'll see. Let's get started. Let's dive in. Let's go.
Yeah, right. So this is for Meta. We're going to look
Yeah.
at on desktop very briefly because nearly all Meta traffic is mobile. So yeah, um, but yeah, we've got a form, we've got a hero image situation before and after. Then we seemingly have the form here. This is not great. Like,
It's not, is it? Like, how are they? What I would want to know. I mean, you'd have to
it's
be using
type
heat
form.
maps
I
and the rest
recognize
of
it.
it. But
Hmm?
like, how do you'd have
Yeah,
to be using like heat maps and everything. But how, like, I feel like this is just making it much more convoluted to just get drop off data.
yeah.
Um,
Drop off
you
data.
know?
Yeah, any kind of
L-
insight into this would be a bit of a nightmare because you can just click
Yeah.
through it.
And you could just scroll
And
down
then
and kind of ignore it and
mm,
not
but
answer. And then,
m- maybe it's different
yeah.
on mobile. Let's see.
Oh,
Um,
that's terrible.
it is not different. I guess they really assume people would just like click. I mean, I guess that's so yeah, I think first off we can be pretty clear that like maybe this isn't. It looks like they're just using type. It is type form, right?
I don't
I
actually know. I've never seen it like on a page like that before. Like then you would have sort of like
yeah.
different pages. I don't understand. I don't understand what the thought process behind
I
that
am not
setup.
sure. I really hope they've tested it. I'll say that much because I am
Yeah.
curious. And I don't think it would win, but I'd love to be surprised,
I
find something
know,
new.
same. I would love to know what the thought process is. I mean, obviously here, the rest of the answers are below the fold, so that's, not great. I mean, like weight loss, like
Oh,
anything, obviously having that photo is going to probably be quite effective. Like you want to have that proof that it's
yeah.
worked because I
Before and
mean,
after. I do like
yeah,
it. Yeah.
when we are dealing with like anything that includes wishful thinking, such as sort of weight loss and hair loss and all those things that people are quite, paranoid about. I think having that image of what it could be is it always hits pretty hard, I think. So you want to have that,
Mm.
but we need to get that CTA above the fold or like all of those
Yeah.
answer
I mean,
options really.
it's not even, they don't even have a CTA. They
Yeah.
don't have, I mean, must say like this is actually quite, I mean, I suspect this is because of this banner here, which is kicking everything down a tiny bit. But even
Well,
without that banner,
if you get rid of it,
oh, I've
oops.
accidentally somehow done the banner. That was not the intent. Leave, thank you. Okay,
Okay.
so that
So
X
then what
is
happens
very
when you go
difficult.
through it? Yeah,
Right,
that's
that I think
terrible
that X is
UX.
part of the thing. I'm not sure about if I
Yeah,
agree with that user journey. There,
yeah,
yeah. Well, yeah. Let's start engaging with. I think some other quick notes. It's nice to see case studies. Social proof would also be nice. CTA, and
mm,
they need to show the thing. Like this is actually a fair
yeah,
few like very easy wins on their side. And obviously they need
yeah,
to like because this is just going to confuse people. Like you come in here, you're scrolling down, expect, and they're like, what's going?
yeah,
Are
it's
they going to
so
make it all the way to like
strange.
this content? Because some of this
Yeah, and then
content,
it's get started, but I've already gotten started.
yeah, like
And see,
what's going
treatment
on
is right
here?
for me. Yeah,
And they've got
what
this
do I
part,
get
which is
started?
great, but yeah, like
Yeah,
this is not. And then it's like how it works. So yeah, this is good content. Good pieces here. However, yeah, obviously not well
yeah.
sequenced.
Give
So
them a
yeah,
user
okay,
journey
okay,
straight above the fold, and then have all the
yeah,
information directly below it. Done.
yeah, absolutely. And like what, just have the
Basta.
questions in the middle. Like on like this is
Yeah.
none of this needed to be as
Thumb
complicated
zone.
as this.
Come on. Yeah.
Thumbs up, yes. Have the thing
Thumb
in the
zone it.
middle, thumb zone. Have the clear CTA,
Mhm.
like get started. How it works, 1, 2, 3, because it's
Yeah.
very unclear at this point in time.
Just keep it
But yeah, so it's,
simple.
what's bothering us?
Yeah.
General hair shedding, bit of a dog. It's getting worse. I am, in fact, Okay, so it goes from a flow to,
Wow.
and we actually just saw that. Okay, so we're getting very similar question set. Not sure how I feel about that necessarily, and
Yeah.
maybe a loader or something between the two. But like, great,
And this
creating
is
your personalized funnel or something which would like increase the link
yeah.
here.
Or just something
Hmm.
like we just need to have a few more questions just to make sure it's personalized, just like
Yeah,
an explanation of what's happening. Have, yeah, like that loader and kind of just give more context. But I mean, this is two questions in one, which I'm not hugely a fan of either. Like represents
yeah,
your hair loss
no.
and your goals. I don't think they should be two in the same or one in the same. That should be split out.
Looking at
Um,
it, I assume it's quite a long funnel. So I assume they have
it feels
space to
like
add.
it.
I mean, that's which I also don't love. And also at this
No.
point, according to like where we were, it's not entirely clear uh what happens from me doing this. So like maybe clarifying
Yeah.
the like what am I assume this is going to give me a plan or a proposal. I don't, I genuinely don't know it. Well,
Yeah. The
we do
value isn't
know.
really tangible yet.
But yeah, for
Yeah.
as like someone who's just come to the page, we don't know. Okay. I'm expect I think, I'm exploring options. Where am I noticing it? Um Along the hairline. Some in the past year. Yeah, I mean, like, well, these would be great. Okay. It definitely feels very personalized.
Mm.
Um, Medium. Okay, and I like that it's introducing the products in here. Hair hybrids.
Mm.
Okay. Lifestyle friend.
Oh,
Oh, so it's really diving in there. Like,
wow.
what
Yeah.
what
This
do
is
you what yeah,
deep.
what are your thoughts?
Be surprised if people actually get this far just because the user journey getting here is like there's no real like the value isn't tangible. I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know why I should do it really. Um,
Mm,
and doing those three first questions to be then sent to this just feels like overkill. And it could just be a lot smoother. Like going from that paid ad, there could be just
mhm.
something so much more directly into this and just be like, hey, this is really a personalized treatment situation. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
absolutely.
I don't mind having the products and I don't mind this because it is going then I suppose what we're doing here is we're really just getting, as much
Yeah,
information as possible,
trying to make it as
which I think is not too
tangible
bad.
to you as possible. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess I will say part of why I suspect they have such a long question is because you can't just buy their solutions over the counter at like Superdrug, which
Yeah.
if time we will have a look at, and like they're not very expensive. So they're basically repackaging it as like this is what you really need. So they're trying to really dive in, provide you something, tailored and customized. So
Mm.
they kind of need to ask this information. It does hair loss run in your family. Yes. So it's kind of, experiencing stress sometimes. Okay. So I think this is maybe type 4. I can't remember. I'm not actually sure
I'm
which,
not sure. Yeah.
yeah, I don't hate this, okay. Um,
Mm.
I think that's interesting. Hair routine. Usually wear a hat. Oh, um, I let my hair do its. I don't like the styling question. I think there are too many different options, that are realistic because like, I think other or unsure or, yeah, I don't
Mm.
think this is, exhaustive. So I think it's kind of taking me out of there. So it's
I
continue
wonder
though.
if it's really even that important as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's kind of just
Maybe, I guess. If
mm,
it just feels like it's just there to be there.
for viewing
Um,
responses. We have things that may work for us. Okay,
okay.
I like that it's
Here we
playing back
go. I
what.
like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, this is cool. And we've
Mhm.
definitely seen this work in other cases. It helps to improve lead quality, makes it more tangible and
Yeah.
real. So now
Oh.
it's really like going for it,
Yeah.
explaining, why these
Yeah, it's
two.
trying to bring a little bit of science into it now. Um, yeah.
Okay, how do we get them?
I'm
Okay,
starting to
now
just
what?
feel like it's quite a few pages of just stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely. Okay, we're here to help. Okay, that's Oh, okay. I
You're
clicked.
eligible for
Um,
treatment. Okay, email address.
oh,
Oh,
okay. I mean,
what?
we're doing it. We're doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And now
probably
look
shouldn't
at
use my
the
real
look at the
email.
progress
Oh, I'm gonna get
bar.
so many. Oh no!
Keeps going
Oh
backwards
no!
and forwards. This is
Yeah,
terrible.
this is a
Like,
bit long. I mean,
it's a bit
it's
too
very
much, like,
long.
it's just too much, yeah. And I mean, people
Yeah,
coming from Meta are not gonna sit down and creating a password. This just feels honestly like such a big commitment, and the progress bar changing all the time, too many interstitial pages.
I would be keen to test a more streamlined version for sure.
Yeah. I
And
think
I
you can
think
do
initially,
this,
like they need to. Hmm.
but
Yeah.
you could just kind of you can compress this down a little bit and take out a bit of the faff, a bit of the fluff, and just kind of make it a bit more, yeah, streamlined. Like, this is
Mm.
exhaustive, I
This is
think.
pretty exhaustive. I mean,
Uh,
agreed. Like, I mean, I guess it's really trying to build up the value proposition. It's really
yeah.
saying that you do this. It's really trying to like make you want this. Which, again, I very much agree that I think at the start there's not an easy journey into the flow. Once you're in the flow,
Yeah.
like the flow's doing its thing, and it's actually quite a well
Yeah.
designed flow. And I'd be keen to see how it. I'd love to know the drop off data. I would love to know
Mm.
the drop off data
I'd
throughout
be really
this.
interested in that as well.
Yeah. Okay, there's more information here. Interesting.
Well, there you go. Why choose?
Which so it's really I mean it's
Those pictures
interesting.
are great.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so we're back. I didn't realize we were back at this. I must say, we've been asked this question.
Yeah.
None of these apply to me.
Wow.
No, uh, I don't know. W-
Oh,
I've not had them before. I mean,
yeah.
that's not a good question, folks.
No.
That's about. I mean, I'm gonna say no, but like if that if that's like your legal team or something, like that is not gonna be like you're not being cut. Yeah, I would be concerned about this. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Like, I'm not sure if you have. Yeah, mm-hmm. Um,
Wow.
none of these apply to me.
Gosh.
Uh, God, might have
I
some
wonder.
high. Let's let's say we're people. People have things, so let's click them on
Yeah.
I imagine these would be the two most common things.
Yeah.
Pregnant women should not be exposed to it. Um,
Wow.
I mean, it's interesting that
Gosh.
yes.
How
What the other?
this is I mean, this is wild.
Wait, sorry. Oh, I see. So it's saying it's not suitable. These other ones were not suitable because I clicked high pressure, high blood pressure and stuff. So it's saying like I shouldn't be so it's like okay, interesting. I wonder if I can go back and
Yeah.
change some of this. Oh,
Oh.
can I? Oh, that feels like a big I would like a back button. I would like, I appreciate it's trying
Yeah.
to do the thing, but yeah, I think a back button because, you know,
Especially with all of
you
these
can,
questions, like, if you just gone through and sort of clicked something and you just think, "Oh, wait, hang on, I don't know, maybe not,"
yeah,
but yeah, this
yeah.
is,
This is so unfortunately, we're not even gonna be able to show the entire flow. I think it's fair. I mean, continue chewable. Um, I mean,
uh,
this is for the chewable. I don't think. Okay, that's just.
oh, wow. So you just put it in?
I mean, yeah, now we just put the shipping. So I guess it's a full. You've selected the product, you go through it, and you
Now you
complete it.
buy it. Yeah.
Um, hmm, yeah. Well, okay. Um, let's actually have a quick look at what it looks like on desktop. Okay, no major differences.
Yeah.
Right. So our evaluation overall of the Hims journey. I might start way back at the beginning again, just so we can No.
My chair. Look, honestly, I think it was quite difficult to enter into this journey. I think, what are these 3 questions about? Why are they all on the same page and making it scroll? Why is it all, like, sort of semi below the fold? What's the
Mm.
point of it? Why do I have 14 different get started? Um,
But
like, all of
none
the
at the
information I
top.
wanna know. Yeah, exactly. It's all down the bottom. It's really
Yeah.
unclear. I think getting people to go through this part of the journey and get into it is quite a big ask. Um, I
Yeah.
think once you're in the journey, I appreciate them.
Mhm.
I don't appreciate the progress bar. I don't think
Yeah.
that that
No.
is in any way, like, conducive. I think it makes it the whole thing feel far too big and far too long and far too difficult.
Mm.
Um, I do like the information. I do like the sort of little updates and interstitial pages.
Yeah.
However, sort of with the sheer amount of questions and just the length and depth and everything of it, it just felt too much and too heavy. Like, I would have rage quit this ages ago, just
Yeah.
because it wasn't clear what I'm getting and why I have to do all of this. Like, why am I jumping through hoops like this heavily? Um, because, looking at this,
Mhm.
get thicker, fuller hair in 3 to 6 months. Like, just do this. Easy. What's bothering you about your hair? And then all of a sudden it's like, are you depressed and what's happening with your extended family? That for me felt really inconsistent.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Yeah. It
gosh,
definitely felt like this part. I'd love to know their bounce, their page metrics for this because this
same.
can't. It
I
feels like
would
they're
love
asking
to get
this
my
one to warm
hands
you
on
up
that.
for the first question, which unfortunately I've got cookies cached now, so I can't.
Yeah.
It's a lot of.
It's so much.
So
So, like,
I think
basically
it's
all of those little dots are an
yeah,
entire thing, like, that's
multi-step form.
such.
Um, yeah, I think so. First bit of feedback I personally have is like they have that 3-step form to warm them up into this thing because this is a terrible question. I mean, this is a
Yeah,
really hard and long, difficult question to
yeah.
engage with.
And what
Just
if,
have a
like,
yes
my
no
goal is,
question.
yeah,
It's
and,
like,
like, what
do you
if,
want to have thicker hair? Yes.
yeah. And I mean, like,
Yes,
is there
no.
that much of a difference? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have hair, there's an absence of hair, and I want hair. Like, why do you even need to get any deeper than that? Like,
Yeah. Like, it
that
feels like this. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, I think there is a key part here, which is, oh God, I can't go. Right. I think there's a actually, we're going to flick over to uh, the ecom, well, the more of generic solutions here for a minute, because
mm,
what I think is particularly interesting here is that what they've done is built a brand around previously existing like generic products. Like what they're selling is not unique. They're just selling, they're just reselling this. So they built a brand that basically, makes people believe they found a better way to bring these products to market. I think that's basically fair to say. And they're using this
yeah,
flow in order to like, not really qualify people, but as a whole sales funnel. You've got the value proposition, you've got all the information, you believe you get something really tailored and customized out of it.
yeah.
However, Superdrug, you can just buy this for 30 quid. That's how Superdrug sells it. And
That's
then there's
amazing.
another one, Dr. Share this tab instead. You just
Oh, wow.
hair and loss oral
Yeah.
tablets. You can buy them. They're 90% effective. This is the Finestra one. This was the Finestra one. And then there was a different, uh, there was
What
another one,
happens if
which
you
was
click
like
on
the,
request treatment?
God, let's find out. Oh, request treatment
Please show a
available.
medical questionnaire, highlight a preferred
Oh,
treatment, and
Superdrug. This
doctor
is
reviews
not a
your
good,
answers
like,
and notes your preferred treatment.
right. So first off, just have the questionnaire. Don't like Christ. Um,
Just have a how it works underneath the first question.
yeah. And also available. So am I being charged for like? I assume the treatments are available from 4/7. This is not good.
Yeah.
We can do better than this. Yeah, and it's not a head of service, it's a quiz. Yeah, this is also not good.
Mm-mm.
Oh
Oof.
no. Oh
Oof.
no. I'm starting to see why Hims is doing so well. God,
Yeah.
I feel like we're in the wrong industry here, guys. Um,
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
mm, we're probably not going to engage with this because I mean I can
No.
start to see why Hims hit a lot. They just kept
Yeah.
going. Like clearly, to sell this kind of product, you need to verify this information from people. It's a long question flow.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way we do this, Hims has the right idea. You ask it sequentially. You add value throughout the thing, so you're keeping people engaged. Um, but yeah, this is obviously oh, this is not it. This is not it. uh, no. Um,
Yeah.
oh God. Okay. No. Yeah, why not? None of the above. It's a bit much. Like one people into this is not. No, no, no. I mean,
This
Philly,
is
and
so
honestly,
intense.
well, I guess I mean that. Okay. I mean, I think you can't charge for telephone consultation. Like first off, like that's just come with that
That is
that
insane.
that's part of the sales process. Because I'll be honest, I don't know which one I need. Like, you haven't told
Yeah.
me. Like, what is this?
I'm not gonna read all of that for all of them. Like, that's just not gonna
You are
happen.
joking. Yeah, it's just like this is showing month one, two,
Yeah.
three. Like, I don't know how many I need. Like, what?
Hims is
You're the
doing so much
experts.
better. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they at least gave
admittedly.
us they gave us what's gonna work best, based
Mm,
off of the question. So
yeah,
that's
which
already leaps and bounds ahead.
yeah, and I can. Yeah, I mean, for instance, this should be like yeah, it should be selecting I did a quiz to select a product. Apparently, I've done it just to
Yeah.
like qualify that I'm okay to take it, which I did not realize that was the part here. And then showing all of these parts, like, come on, like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
you don't, that just makes it seem really, really long. Like, I'm just not there for it. And why? Which one should I pick? Telephone. I mean, come on. Yeah, just super. I'm actually really disappointed in this one.
Yeah.
You could do a much, much better job. Relatively
Definitely.
easily. Yeah, copy hymns, I think, is a fair
Yeah.
note, which I can't believe that's
Or
our
use it
outcome
as
from this.
inspiration for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think everyone could probably do a little bit better, but okay.
Yeah. I think all around we could improve.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely better to use that information to then suggest what people
Mm,
need. That's
yeah,
huge. I think that the way that the questions are asked and the amount of questions are asked really needs to be done in a way that's going to be much more sort of streamlined.
yeah. Just one
Obviously
at a
there's questions you
time.
need, yeah, but you
Yeah.
just need to asking what you're
God, look at it
experiencing and
on
what your goals
mobile.
are. That has nothing to do with
That's
anything. Oof,
I mean, and that this isn't
that's
okay on mobile,
terrible.
guys. Like that's
Yeah,
let me just see, can I is it being weird formatting because I've got it weird? No, I think this is how it's actually
I
formatted.
think that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Oh, no one's completing that, folks. Come on.
Oh,
We'll
not
make you a quiz
good.
flow that you can integrate in like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Christ. Okay.
yeah,
Superdrug, be better.
yeah.
Moving on. Uh,
Just be
God,
better.
I feel
Yeah,
I,
I just
I
ask
thought it was
us.
gonna be quite
We've
positive. This
got.
one.
Yeah,
These are
we could
brands that
beat
spend.
him.
Yeah, yeah. Like
We could beat
we
him.
expect. Okay, we've got one more to look at. Well, and like
Mhm.
for context, like these are brands that spend like Hims. They spend hundreds of thousands of pounds a month on marketing. Like these journeys get a lot of traffic. These are fully testable. I assume these
Yeah,
are being tested and people are tested. Like it'd be a waste of money if not. Um, but yeah, I think so far, people, there are better solutions than what we've seen. So
yeah,
let's try out Voy. Well, Voy also previously Hims, the manual or something. So, well, let's have a look. See. Okay. Right. So, just so everyone's aware, this popped up after I went through the entire page. I just scrolled down a bit and it popped up. So save 40% of hair loss treatments. Which one's best? So I'm
to
just
check if
gonna,
I qualify. I think that's a good because that's
yeah,
setting the scene. We haven't had that, like, request treatment, and just get started
it's
is, like
clarifying what might happen next. It's
exactly.
cool.
Yep.
I don't agree with collecting email at this point. I understand that CRM and email is going to be a big deal for them. and
Yeah.
collecting more emails is a really good thing. However, that's not the place to do it.
No.
Like I
It's
don't,
far too
yeah,
early.
yeah,
That's an I love you
um,
on the first date is what that is.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, don't hate this.
Take this step to treatment. Yeah.
Answer a few more questions. We come to the joy, the thing. Oh, very exciting. If this will load, it is
Yeah.
also showing a white
Stunning.
screen for me. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Um, Let me just hard refresh the page. Oh, now it loads. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I have a feeling this is type form. Exploring my options. I don't like this as a first question. Like it feels like you're trying to get me to commit. Like again, just at this point, I want to understand if I'm eligible. So this
Yeah.
is not the first question. You've asked me to describe the pattern. Now maybe ask me like how long has this been going on for? Like you're assessing me, not my readiness to buy. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not a doctor. I don't know when's the right time to do this. So bad
Exactly.
question.
Yeah.
Um, okay, yeah, cool. Admittedly,
Oh, I
like
don't like those pictures at all. Like, what
I
is that?
know,
Like 12-year-old in the top right
yeah.
corner.
I think just some befores and after, like, yeah, like this is a bit too aspirational.
Yeah.
Just classic case studies, before and after reviews. I get what you're trying here, but
Yeah.
we're going to say be better a lot. We just,
Yeah.
this is an us problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Clinically proven.
Uh,
Okay. Um, yeah.
yeah.
You already
All
asked this
right.
question. So now you're gonna
Yeah.
make me sad. Okay. Now we're getting the qualifying stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
Okay. Oh, wow. Well, like, who would I'm sorry, but who is going to say, just prevent further hair loss if they're already losing? Like, that's not you cannot tell me any
yeah,
dude, like any man or woman, or like who any person is losing their hair and they're just like, yeah, you know what? I'll keep the loss where it is now and just won't let it go further. Like, there's no way everyone would want to be having hair again. Like, come on, this surely this question is just
it would
superfluous.
it would take you out of the flow, wouldn't it? Like you'd be like you're answering like, oh, this is meaningful. You get a question like this, like okay.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously,
mm,
like I mean, at least tell me what the options are. Like again, so
yeah,
yeah, question set logic here is
weird.
yeah, okay. We've had
Yeah,
oh
we've had this
guys,
heaps. I'm not alright. Like
mm,
sick of
yeah,
it.
um,
I think especially that
yeah,
one that we just had with the 12-year-old in the top right hand corner. Like that was
yeah.
beyond unnecessary.
I like that it's
Okay.
got Emma Chowdhury, medical director. I'm glad it's got this. I'm glad it's got real
Yeah,
faces
that does make
sell.
it
So don't hate it.
yeah.
Have his face up here though. Come on. Or like,
I like
you're
that they
building
have
a prof. Mhm.
yeah, that's right, yeah. No, I agree. I like they have yes, no, and unsure on this one. I think that's
Finally.
good. Yeah.
Why are we asking this? I mean, I think you don't need that much information about, but yeah, sure, why not? Do you feel stressed
Yeah.
all the time? Thank you. Oh, but yeah, this is type form, which is not great
Yeah.
technology, but it's
Yeah.
fine. Again, we would recommend something like HeyFlow here. You definitely get a better
Yeah.
conversion rate and a bit more flexible about what you can present. And like this is
Mhm.
not wonderful.
And the drop off data is amazing and also you get A/B testing, so it's so much better.
Mm, yeah,
How old
it
are
would allow
you?
you to A/B test this for one. Okay. None of these apply.
Sunburn. Strange. Oh my goodness
Okay,
gracious.
so this is the I mean, again, I don't know,
Oh,
so I don't think that's
again.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
there's
think you
no
can
I
answer
don't
this
know.
question.
Yeah.
Um, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't like. I,
Wow.
I get what they're coming at for. Like, I've asked questions like this to make it more tangible, but like, you don't need it with such a long flow. Like at this point,
Yeah.
we've like this is sure novel treatment. Let's why not, and none of the above. Why not?
Mm.
Um, yeah, obviously tell my GP. Well, sorry, but yes, good. Bonnie. Okay, I like. I'm glad it's doing this part. I'm glad it's got the
Oh, there we
loaders.
go. Yeah, this is cute. I like this. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I will say, Hims does a better job of explaining the medications and like what they do and where
Mm.
they treat the hair and like it. I like the image of like one treats the hair growth, the other one like helps the hair follicle bottom or something. I don't know, but it was good. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
this was
brought
it.
in
It
that
was the
science.
blocker
Yeah.
and the minoxidil. Okay, so it's the combined side
Yeah.
that is really good. I like it's got a few citations. That's kind of fun. I wonder what happens. That's
Yeah.
disappointing. But okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Clinicians love it. I guess that's a big part of this value proposition is that it's treating it
Yeah.
like a long, you get people helping you out through all of this.
Yeah.
Do my treatment plan. Okay, we're going to a sales thing.
All in one capsule.
Hmm. I thought I was
I
getting
wonder
both
if
the
yeah.
minoxidil and the.
I think it's in the capsule, that's why it's all in one.
But no, this is your DHT blocker. I should be getting.
But it's got oh,
It doesn't. This doesn't have the Finextra side thingy. This just has this one.
well, that makes
So
no
what are the
sense to
treatment
me
options?
whatsoever.
So what are the other ones? All in one spray. I mean, maybe these are all in one. I'm just not getting. Okay, so am I?
Wait, stop, go back down. Stop. Ingredients, finesse I can't read it, but yeah, they've got everything.
But that's not
Yeah.
the one. I swear that's not the one I was at. Yeah, I'm confused. I was recommended, but this doesn't. It
Come on.
says different stuff.
Oh, no, that's got a different one. I don't understand. This is
I mean, this.
confusing.
If I continue with that plan, what happens? Ugh, okay.
Ah.
I like that it's got discounts. By the way, that's good because
Yeah,
it's a
that
nice
always
upstart.
works on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so now they're telling me about Duracell versus Phoenix. Okay, so this is like their thing.
Wow, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah, that that's not the image to use here.
No.
DHC is enzyme causing thing. Okay. So
Alright.
what wasn't clear is that they are to champion a newer, modern, better thing up to versus Phoenix. So that I didn't think this was right, but like that
Yeah.
clearly is right. So they need to sell that part of the jet again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I can't believe that this is the part that they've had issues with. This was better. I think it was a better start of the journey, better funnel in a lot of ways than Hims. I think Hims brought it to life a little better and made it a bit more
Yeah.
tangible and made it feel
Yeah,
more
I think that
personalized.
they really kind of, communicated a little bit more what exactly was on offer and what's working and what's happening, whereas this
Mm,
was a little bit too much aspiration and not enough, like, science behind the
yeah.
whole thing.
And like they'd be talking
Um,
about the Finextra side one for ages, and now we're
yeah.
getting dressed. And it's like what you should say is like there's something even better. You just make
Yeah,
this a thing.
exactly.
Like there should be a value proposition for you. This should be a
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
if you explore the other cheap, it's just got basically the same things, just but without the brand names on it. So I'm not quite
Yeah.
sure.
I
Um,
do like the visuals though, like, the aesthetic of this flow was really good, I think.
yeah, yeah,
Really
and
clean, really easy to
mm,
understand.
yeah,
But,
100%.
yeah, I think, there's definitely room for improvement. There's a lot of room for improvement. I really would like to understand why that specific question set logic as well. Like,
Mm.
what do you, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, okay, and let's just see. I like it goes to a final, like, you are now buying this.
yeah,
I like that. You know what? You're
yeah,
going to get emailed to the hell out of it, and they're going to get you at Black Friday when they've like, we've got 70% off for you.
yeah.
So,
Oh,
get
100%.
buy
It's
now. Like,
gonna be
that's what
so
this.
much.
And so
Yeah,
obviously, that's probably why they collect that email quite so early, but maybe collect that email slightly later. Yeah, I would recommend that. Some testimonials during the thing. Yeah, cool. Okay. So what's our ranking between um what do we think?
I'm actually gonna rate this higher than Hims,
Think
only
so,
because,
right? Yeah.
yeah, because it's easier to get into, and it wasn't that dramatically worse. There are things
Mm,
that you could change. It could be a bit better, but I think that as a whole, like, if you look at the
the,
whole thing, it's it's just better. Like
Yeah,
it's easier to get into. You're answering the questions. To be fair, they weren't also asking as many questions. It wasn't as convoluted. You weren't getting like a
yeah,
ton of repeat questions. Like it was just simpler, easier, and sort of nicer. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
Like,
think I'd say that's number one. Hims number two, and Superdrug is number 10.
hmm, again, I can see why there are brands dedicated to selling it.
Superdrug, reach out, please.
It's like chat, but no, really, like that is it's a bit inexcusable. Come on, we are better than this nowadays.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we can make that happen. But yeah, I do really. I think honestly, the big difference is that yeah, Voy that first getting into it much better. Much, it's the only one that actually provided a clear user journey. But
Yeah,
I might
and
quick
that
because
check
we
if
didn't
I
actually look at the
qualify
rest of the landing
CTA,
page.
and having a CTA as well, like just even
The
having one.
benefits of having a
Yeah,
just a CTA, like it's
this is
all you
it.
need.
Yeah, this is yeah, this
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's have one very quick look at something. Because one thing we didn't actually go through is the Voy landing page because I clicked on like the pop up.
Mm,
So
yeah,
what do we say? We are going to look on mobile because this is from a paid media ad,
take
which we are
yeah,
not going to
take
look
the
at to be
hair
honest.
quiz. I
Um,
like the bullet points. Um, I almost don't need to have the sentence in between. I think,
yeah, it's fine.
you
Yeah,
know,
this.
it's okay, but it's not terrible or anything like that. Take the hair quiz. Um,
Mm.
I mean, yeah, the
It's got
micro
at least
copy.
this
I think
stuff is
this is
right at the
much
top. It's
better.
not hid. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're doing a much better job
you got
here.
images
Like
of the
these are good
product.
case
You've got the
studies.
before and after. Yeah,
This is good as well,
yeah,
94%.
100%.
Although, again, you're no longer hawking finesse
Yeah,
side, you're hawking one beginning with D, so you should update all of this. Thank you. Sorry,
yeah,
I'm telling someone off. But no, really,
yeah,
like, you can't be like, oh, this is the thing, this is the thing. By the way, there's a better one, because that really did confuse us in the product checkout part. Yep, FAQs, I like that. It's nice, simple, and it
yeah,
even has some of the
yeah.
information right at the bottom. I'm not sure if I would have it really here. I wouldn't have the prices here, to
They
be
have a
honest.
sticky button as well.
Um, but
Take the hair quiz.
yeah, don't hate it. Nice.
Yeah,
The hair journey, I mean, maybe have that a bit higher up. The science wouldn't hate, well, yeah, I think it's good.
yeah,
Again, if you're using a different one, I do think you need to
yeah,
start updating your, or at least you need to talk to this in your flow. Um,
yeah.
yeah,
I really like that little sticky button at the bottom though.
definitely. I also
I think that's cool.
I would have liked that to be a live ticker. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, interesting. I mean, what I do find particularly interesting is the fact that, they are selling just a essentially a controlled substance, to be fair. Like it's a pharmaceutical medicine, but it's been like these are now, I mean, maybe someone in the industry can correct me if I'm wrong, but it does look as if these are now generic and allowed, whereas like previously it was like Regain was the thing, and they're probably like other brand specific ones. Whereas now it seems like
Mm,
these are generic drugs. As a result, they
yeah.
can be like basically repackaged and sold under new brands, and that's what's going on here.
Hmm. Yeah,
And that's
interesting.
why there's been
That was
such
an
a boom in
interesting
these.
journey. Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting to see the 3 different kinds and how they're doing it and what works and what doesn't work and kind of like seeing those similarities and the differences. And you can just, and having such a stark contrast between Superdrug and the other 2, where, as you
Mm,
correctly said, like you can really tell companies that are just solely doing that and how effective they probably are as compared to something like Superdrug
mm.
that's just so outdated and a terrible user journey. So is
I mean,
Superdrug.
yeah, to be fair, it's pretty inexcusable.
Mm.
Like there are good solutions nowadays. Multi-set forms have been, this, this
Hey,
is
so
very reasonable.
embed it in the website. You'll still have your drop-off data. You'll still be able to do A/B tests. You'll still be able to do all of that, and
Mm,
it's really easy to do, and it takes all of 3 seconds. So do it.
yeah,
What
like
that's
really,
my
that
recommendation.
would
Yeah,
it would help a lot. And you can absolutely plug a checkout into it, or just like lead it to a checkout. It's really fine.
yeah,
Like it can really do.
yeah.
Like you could do all of that functionality.
Mm.
Cool. Well, I hope everyone
Awesome.
enjoyed this slightly different approach where we just dived into pages and popular user journeys. Unfortunately, but we're still looking for some really good ones. I think.
Yeah. Send us also comment the voids. We will give you a free page audit. And yeah, send us anything and we'd love to go through it. The worse the
Yeah.
better, I think.
If you've got a big player in your industry, send us their page. Let's
Yeah,
critically analyze it. Should we be copying
let's do
from
it.
them? Because probably
Yeah.
don't in this particular cases. Yeah,
Awesome. I love it. Cool. Well, thank you so
stunning.
much, everyone, if you're still listening. And
Yeah.
until next time.
Catch you next week. Bye.
Bye.